Now, embattled Judge Joseph Mutava is fighting corruption allegations against him. A tribunal investigating Justice Joseph Mutava recommended to President Uhuru Kenyatta that the judge be removed from office for gross misconduct. And the judge is currently addressing the media. Let's cross over there and listen in.
We respect the decision of the tribunal, but we disagree with the decision. So in the next few days, we'll be lodging our appeal to the Supreme Court as provided under the Constitution. And I can guarantee you in the next 6 or 7 days, we shall have the appeal lodged in the Supreme Court, since we have only 10 days to do so. Most important, and I wish to state, is that the judge respects the tribunal and all the members of the tribunal. We have great respect for Justice Maraga, who is the chairman, and the other members of the tribunal. But the decision which was arrived at is ridiculous in the sense that all the complaints were withdrawn. And if all complaints are withdrawn, it's our honorable view that the tribunal did not have jurisdiction to rule on anything. And we base this on what happened in ICC Kenya case, that recanted evidence cannot be used against the accused person. And so my client is aggrieved and intends to appeal, but with lots of respect, tremendous respect to the judiciary and to the members of the tribunal. And most important, to His Excellency the President. We have respect, lots of respect for His Excellency the President. And one of the reasons that we're appealing is because the Constitution did not allow the President to appoint the 7 members outside 14 days that are prescribed by law. If you realized, the tribunal had to give its decision within 14 days. Within 14 days, having concluded the proceedings. They had to do it within 14 days. So there cannot be an exception that the appointment could have been outside 14 days and they assume jurisdiction. It's ironical, and it doesn't make sense. So those are some of the points we'll be taking to the Supreme Court in the next few days. So all that I want to emphasize is that we respect the judiciary, we respect the President, but we are appealing against the decision. Most important is, without going to the merits of the decision that was given by the tribunal, you cannot say that the judge did not solicit for 2.5 million. You acquit him of soliciting for 2.5 million. Then you say he was trying to influence another judge to deliver a judgment in favor of a party. So those are some of the issues we will be raising in the Supreme Court. But for now, I want to assure you that we will fight this to the end of the road. It will not be left hanging, because it's unfair. We are aware. I'm talking as a lawyer now, not on behalf of my client. We are aware of some judges who have committed more serious crimes, more serious things than the allegations which were laid against my client. But that aside, my client will fight this to the end of the road. We will not relent, we will not give up until we are told by the Supreme Court that it's all finished, and that will be the end of the road. We applied to go to the Supreme Court some time back. And that's why this tribunal was held in abeyance for 3 years. But some members of the Supreme Court were anti the judge. So we decided to go for the tribunal. But now some of them who are against our clients are out. We are going to the Supreme Court when it's constituted. In the next 7 days, as I said, 6-7 days, we shall file our appeal. As you can see, my team is working very hard on it. We shall file our appeal to the Supreme Court, and I'm convinced that my client will be acquitted. Why am I saying so? There were 13, if you look at this report, there were 13 complaints against the judge. They reduced to 3. Now they have been mutilated into 1.5. We believe that in the Supreme Court, the 1.5 will be finalized. We uphold the rule of law. We uphold the Constitution, but justice must be done. You cannot sacrifice one individual because of crimes committed by very many individuals. Thank you so much. I don't have much to say, unless there's any question.
I have a question. I have 2 questions, actually. You say the tribunal had no jurisdiction to rule over anything because all complaints had been withdrawn. Did you try to file that application during the time?
Is the lawyer for suspended judge Joseph Mutava, whom the tribunal and investigating complaints against him unanimously agreed that he indeed had a case to answer, and this would have a very grave consequences for him. But they are now hitting back, the lawyer and justice or suspended judge Joseph Mutava, who now says they will appeal at the Supreme Court once it is constituted. And that is a story our reporter Michelle Ngele is following up on for us. She's currently at the Supreme Court. Will be bringing us more details, even as the lawyer now answers to questions from members of the media. And of course, this is just part of the things that are going on in the judiciary. Earlier on, we'd mentioned that the Judicial Service Commissioner holed up in a meeting in a bid to pick or choose the next Chief Justice who will replace retired CJ, Dr. Willie Mutunga. And joining me in studio now to